When working with a 4-wire 208/120 volts 3-phase Y system and pulling 2 wires of number 12 THHN stranded wire for receptacles and fluorescent lighting, it's crucial to understand which temperature rating to apply. The question revolves around whether to use the 90°C rating of the number 12 THHN wire or the 75°C rating of the receptacle terminal. The correct answer is that the 75°C rating of the receptacle terminal must be used. This might seem counterintuitive since the THHN wire itself has a high temperature rating. However, electrical codes and best practices prioritize the weakest link in the chain. The receptacle terminal, being rated for 75°C, becomes the limiting factor. To elaborate further, let's delve into the reasons behind this requirement and the implications for electrical installations. Firstly, it's essential to understand the concept of ampacity. Ampacity refers to the current carrying capacity of a conductor, which is the maximum amount of electrical current a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. The ampacity of a conductor is directly related to its temperature rating. A higher temperature rating generally allows for a higher ampacity. However, this relationship is contingent on the entire system being able to handle that temperature. Secondly, when different components in an electrical circuit have different temperature ratings, the lowest temperature rating governs the overall ampacity of the circuit. This is because exceeding the temperature rating of any component can lead to overheating, insulation breakdown, and potentially electrical fires. In the specific scenario of number 12 THHN wire connected to a receptacle terminal rated for 75°C, the 75°C rating takes precedence. This means that the ampacity of the number 12 THHN wire must be derated to the value corresponding to a 75°C temperature rating. According to the National Electrical Code, specifically in NEC Table 310.15, B16, number 12 AWG copper wire with THHN insulation has an ampacity of 30 amps at 90°C, 25 amps at 75°C, and 20 amps at 60°C. However, because the receptacle terminal is rated for 75°C, the maximum allowable ampacity for the number 12 THHN wire in this application is 25 amps. Even though the wire itself is capable of handling 30 amps at 90°C. The NEC section 110.14. Teeth 1. Further clarifies this rule, stating that the temperature rating associated with the termination shall be selected and coordinated so as not to exceed the lowest temperature rating of any connected termination conductor or device. This requirement ensures that no component in the circuit is subjected to excessive heat, which could compromise its integrity and safety. It's also important to consider the type of load being served by the receptacles. In this case, the question mentions receptacles and fluorescent lighting. Fluorescent lighting, particularly older types with magnetic ballast, can generate significant heat. This heat can contribute to the overall temperature rise within the electrical circuit, making it even more critical to adhere to the 75°C temperature rating of the receptacle terminals. Furthermore, the 208/120 volts 3-phase Y system itself presents unique considerations. In a Y system, the voltage between any two-phase conductors is 208 volts, while the voltage between any phase conductor and the neutral conductor is 120 volts. This configuration allows for both 120 volts and 208 volts loads to be served from the same electrical panel. When wiring receptacles and lighting on a 208/120 volts system, it's essential to ensure that the correct voltage is supplied to each device. Using the wrong voltage can damage the device and create a safety hazard. In the context of temperature ratings, it's important to note that the voltage level does not directly affect the temperature rating requirement. The temperature rating is primarily determined by the current flowing through the conductors and the ability of the components to dissipate heat. However, the voltage level does affect the current draw of the load. For example, a 1000 watt load will draw more current at 120 volts than it will at 208 volts. Therefore, it's crucial to calculate the current draw of each load and ensure that the conductors and devices are properly sized to handle the current without exceeding their temperature ratings. To summarize, when wiring receptacles and fluorescent lighting on a 208/120 volts three-phase Y system using number 12 THHN wire, the 75°C rating of the receptacle terminal governs the conductor ampacity. This means that the maximum allowable ampacity for the number 12 THHN wire in this application is 25 amps, even though the wire itself has a higher temperature rating. Adhering to this requirement ensures safe operation and prevents overheating, insulation breakdown, and potentially electrical fires. In practical terms, what does this mean for an electrician or electrical installer? Firstly, it reinforces the importance of carefully reading the markings on all electrical components, including receptacles, switches, circuit breakers, and conductors. The temperature rating is typically printed on the device itself, often near the terminals. Secondly, it highlights the need to consult the NEC and other relevant electrical codes to determine the appropriate ampacity for conductors based on their temperature rating and the specific application. Thirdly, it emphasizes the importance of using properly sized conductors and devices for the intended load. Overloading a circuit can cause excessive heat, even if the conductors are rated for a higher temperature. Fourthly, it underscores the significance of making proper connections. Loose or corroded connections can create resistance, which generates heat. Using the correct tools and techniques to make secure and reliable connections is crucial for preventing overheating and ensuring electrical safety. In addition to the above considerations, it's also important to be aware of any local electrical codes or regulations that may be more stringent than the NEC. Some jurisdictions may have additional requirements for temperature ratings or conductor ampacities. Furthermore, it's always a good practice to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or inspector if there is any doubt about the proper wiring methods or component selection. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's essential to take all necessary precautions to ensure the safety of yourself and others. In conclusion, the 75°C rule for receptacle terminals is a critical safety requirement that must be followed when wiring electrical circuits. By understanding the principles behind this rule and adhering to the NEC and other relevant electrical codes, electricians and electrical installers can ensure safe and reliable electrical installations. Ignoring this requirement can have serious consequences, including overheating, insulation breakdown, electrical fires, and potential injury or death. Therefore, it's essential to prioritize safety and always use the lowest temperature rating of any connected termination, conductor, or device when determining the ampacity of an electrical circuit. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for selecting and installing electrical equipment, and it's the responsibility of all electrical professionals to be familiar with these guidelines and to apply them correctly. By doing so, we can ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and efficient. Moreover, with the increasing adoption of energy-efficient lighting and appliances, it's becoming even more important to understand the temperature ratings of electrical components. Many modern lighting systems, such as LED lighting, generate less heat than traditional fluorescent lighting. However, even with these energy-efficient technologies, it's still crucial to adhere to the 75°C rule for receptacle terminals and other electrical connections. The reason for this is that even small amounts of heat can accumulate over time and cause problems, especially in enclosed spaces. Furthermore, the use of smart home devices and other electronic equipment is also increasing the demand for electrical power in residential and commercial buildings. This increased demand can put additional strain on electrical systems, making it even more important to ensure that all components are properly sized and installed. In summary, the 75°C rule for receptacle terminals is a fundamental principle of electrical safety that must be followed in all electrical installations. By understanding the reasons behind this rule and adhering to the NEC and other relevant electrical codes, electrical professionals can ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and efficient. Ignoring this requirement can have serious consequences, including overheating, insulation breakdown, electrical fires, and potential injury or death. Therefore, it's essential to prioritize safety and always use the lowest temperature rating of any connected termination, conductor, or device when determining the ampacity of an electrical circuit. It's also important to stay up to date on the latest electrical codes and technologies. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, and it's essential to continue learning and improving your skills to remain a competent and qualified electrical professional. This includes attending continuing education courses, reading industry publications, and participating in professional organizations. By doing so, you can ensure that you are always providing the best possible service to your clients and protecting the safety of yourself and others. Let's also consider some specific examples to illustrate the importance of the 75°C rule. Imagine a situation where an electrician is wiring a new office building. The building has a mix of lighting, computers, and other electronic equipment. The electrician uses number 12 THHN wire to wire the receptacles throughout the building. However, the electrician fails to consider the 75°C rating of the receptacle terminals and assumes that the number 12 THHN wire can handle its full ampacity of 30 amps. As a result, the electrician installs too many receptacles on each circuit, causing the circuits to become overloaded. Over time, the receptacle terminals begin to overheat, causing the insulation and the wires to melt. This creates a fire hazard and could potentially lead to a major electrical fire. In another example, consider a homeowner who's adding a new room to their house. The homeowner decides to do the electrical work themselves to save money. The homeowner uses number 14 THHN wire to wire the new receptacles. However, the homeowner is unaware of the 75°C rule and assumes that the number 14 THHN wire can handle its full ampacity of 20 amps. The homeowner then plugs in a space heater and several other appliances into the receptacles. This causes the circuit to become overloaded, and the receptacle terminals begin to overheat. The overheating eventually causes the receptacle to fail, creating a shock hazard and potentially starting a fire. These examples illustrate the importance of understanding and following the 75°C rule. By adhering to this rule, electricians and homeowners can prevent overheating, insulation breakdown, electrical fires, and potential injury or death. It's also important to remember that the 75°C rule applies not only to receptacle terminals but also to other electrical connections, such as those found in circuit breakers, switches, and lighting fixtures. Any electrical connection that is not properly rated for the current flowing through it can overheat and create a safety hazard. Therefore, it's essential to carefully inspect all electrical connections and ensure that they are properly sized and installed. In addition to the 75°C rule, there are several other important electrical safety rules that should be followed. These include always turning off the power before working on electrical circuits, using properly insulated tools, and wearing appropriate personal protective equipment. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's essential to take all necessary precautions to ensure your safety and the safety of others. By following these safety rules and adhering to the NEC and other relevant electrical codes, you can help prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Finally, it's important to remember that electrical codes are constantly being updated and revised. Therefore, it's essential to stay up to date on the latest codes and regulations. You can do this by attending continuing education courses, reading industry publications, and participating in professional organizations. By staying informed about the latest electrical codes, you can ensure that you are always providing the best possible service to your clients and protecting the safety of yourself and others. In conclusion, the 75°C rule for receptacle terminals is a critical safety requirement that must be followed in all electrical installations. By understanding the reasons behind this rule and adhering to the NEC and other relevant electrical codes, electrical professionals can ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and efficient. Ignoring this requirement can have serious consequences, including overheating, insulation breakdown, electrical fires, and potential injury or death. Therefore, it's essential to prioritize safety and always use the lowest temperature rating of any connected termination, conductor, or device when determining the ampacity of an electrical circuit. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for selecting and installing electrical equipment, and it's the responsibility of all electrical professionals to be familiar with these guidelines and to apply them correctly. By doing so, we can ensure that electrical systems are safe, reliable, and efficient for everyone.